right? It's fine, right? If I just go like that, if I just grab it, I can close all of these things, right? I can close these. Yeah, I can close all of these over here. I can go over here like this. Well, you're on. The stream is on, by the way. Hopefully, you got your. You got to put some damn socks on. The stream is on. Wonder if anyone's gonna be in the chat right now or not. Let's see. Or in the call, voice call. No, no, I didn't properly plan. Oh my god, I did put a reminder last night. I did put a reminder on last night, so maybe, maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. I did put a reminder on last night, but I also didn't really. Oh, you know what? We didn't go over at the end of last time. That's the problem. At the end of last time, I didn't go over for next time. So we're gonna see if fucked it up. It's fine. You better hope and pray right now, man. No way. I think everyone here has been good about being here, right? And it's the same time every day, every week, same time of day. So, you know what? It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Look, no, don't do it. Like, okay, hold on. Maybe people are just late. Maybe people are just late. You fucked it up, bro. You should have said it before. You should have went over it last time. You should have. Okay. No, it's okay. No, it's fine. You did put the reminder out last night. And people are ahead of you in the terms of time zone. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's your own fault. You did it to yourself. No.
Morning.
Hello.
How are you doing?
All right. How are you?
Pretty good. Yo.
I'm going to message Shots and see if he's joining.
Is his name really Shots?
That's his username on Discord.
Hmm.
Looks like shots just came online, so we'll see in a few minutes.
Cool.
He's in the thing. Okay. Look.
Yo. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And then he. It's fine. Look. I just wanted to do that really quickly. One word, one once, and then we're gonna go back. It's fine.
You say that.
Then we're going back. Then we're on the way back over here. I just wanted to do that. For what reason? I don't know. But here we are. No big deal. Headphones are on. All right. Looks like we're all here. Cool. So this is Myrael's chosen 47. Our story continues with the party following a pair of shade hunters that they met. And they are following, let's see, Pandora at the end of last time was using a divine sense to possibly find their next location of where the monsters were. That in combination with tracking with the hounds has led the party to this location. So they are across the river from a gathering of some more demonic beast creatures. They are seeing another one of these large, like behemoth creatures. In the center of this, there's a woman. There's a woman. She's laying. She seems to be unconscious or injured in some way. And she's surrounded by like ritualistic markings and also like vines and thorns. The party would need to be closer to get the exact details of that.
So are we doing this in initiative order, or are we free to move at this point?
The party and their allies have yet to be detected, so they could move within like that area without. Yeah, they could still move or talk to each other, so long as they aren't within range of the enemy. Like, yeah.
Are we facing friends or enemies here?
It's more of those beast people that we've been hunting. I don't know about what's going on with that circle over there.
We could just watch for a little bit.
We could. I want to get a bit closer. You see these rocks over here? I'm going to try to cross without being seen. I can be a bit sneaky. at times.
Yeah, maybe we should send just one. I'm not the best at sneaking, if I'm honest.
Well, you'll know if it's time to run in there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start making my way over to these rocks. We're gonna cross here.
Okay. The river is
And
difficult terrain.
okay, but it's still passable.
Yeah.
All right. How close do I have to be before I have to roll stealth?
Uh, you could roll stealth right there. Going any further, like forward.
Okay, so I'm trying to get into these trees.
Which one?
Sorry.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so at 31. So we sneak up little by little until basically I get to the base of this big tree.
Cool.
And I'm gonna try to climb the tree so I can see the circle better.
Okay. I think at that point, Sine, in the interest of climbing the tree, would find above her there's a creature. It's currently sleeping. It's, hanging from the tree, a bat-like creature upside down.
I'm gonna slowly and sneakily make my way around to somewhere else.
Okay.
It was sleeping.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna move to this outer tree here and just try to keep it to where I can see this creature and also the circle at the same time,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Sure.
And I want to try to observe the circle from here.
Okay. You could roll Arcana.
Okay. Solid 24.
So let's see. So this person so this person appears to be a witch. She is currently like bound and restrained within vines and thorns, and sort of oozing out of her into the ground is this energy, a mixture of natural and abyssal. it's forming like a almost like a crossing. Essentially, it's forming a passable a passable threshold between the living world and some other world. From what the party has learned so far, Sine might be able to recognize that other world on the other side being the Night Garden.
If I remember correctly, that was the place that we were looking to go to.
We needed to go to Night Garden.
I don't remember, but
I thought we were talking about trying to restore Blood Scar.
maybe that was it instead. Yeah,
No. Whether that was a good idea or not.
siphoning the chaos out of the burning madness.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
Well,
For Night Garden, that was the source of the. For Night Garden, that was where these monsters are likely from.
yeah, so we probably don't want more of them spawning right here. If for no other reason than we're here. So
They're trying to make a portal to Night Garden.
yeah,
We just turned away one invasion.
well, I guess it's time to put the kibosh on that too. I'm gonna cast a Dispel Magic, level 3. And I'm gonna cast it very loudly as the signal to everyone else to join in. I pull out
Did
the
she say something?
concertina
I
and
can't
I
hear.
just start blasting.
I was like, did Sine say something, or I can't hear?
Now you just hear the music playing all of a sudden as the channeling of the spell begins.
Pandora, what does that mean?
It means it's time to blow our cover.
We were in cover.
Let's roll
Okay.
initiative. So that say Sine would observe that permeable passing between here and Night Garden begins to essentially be drawn back into this person.
I guess I probably should have asked this before I initiated everything, but did it seem like this person was here willingly, or is she being used by the behemoth?
They said she was bound, right? I don't.
She's wrapped up in vines or something, but
Yeah, this does not seem to be of her volition.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I need to. Jesus.
Val has 5. Pandora has 11. Sine has 22.
I feel like the bard going first is probably not ideal, but
Oh yeah, so it's Sinead's turn first.
okay. So I'm gonna do something I haven't done much before. I'm going to use my innate drow spellcasting to use Fairy Fire to highlight the bat up here.
Cool. Okay.
Where did that guy come from?
Just so as you guys are crossing the log, you are well aware it's there. But it does technically get a save.
Okay. That's dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh,
So 20.
That sucks.
Well, beat it by 1. Okay. Well, that doesn't technically cost me anything to use. It's just my once a day drow magic, but in that case, I'm gonna start trying to run to the log to meet up with everyone else. Technically, this thing's up high, so I can run past it without opportunity attack, right?
underneath them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And there's no one near to inspire, so that'll be that. Knowing the spell doesn't work, I'll just start pointing up to the bad thing.
Cool.
What the hell? Irving jumped that far? What a
He's what-
dog.
Samuel and Irving are focusing their attention on this tiger over here. The behemoth looks down at the witch and begins roaring, howling. It's looking around. It has a giant axe in its hand. And it's grunting as if to communicate to the other beasts. Then it's Pandora's turn.
I am gonna dash and cross this log. And as I get up and I'm within view, I'm just gonna shout, "Hey, you ugly animals! Let her go!"
Mm-hmm. This bat creature drops down out of the tree and is attacking Sine.
Oh hells. Oh. Okay. That'll hit.
Sine takes 20 slashing damage.
Ow. Is it just like raking at me with its talons or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The scarred beast is casting a terrible, fearsome presence towards Pandora. Could Pandora please save wisdom?
Nice.
So Pandora does save for half, and also that's necrotic damage. So that'll be half again if you're wearing the shield.
So 8 damage. So 4 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saber's going over there. Regina is attacking this scarred beast. And then it's Val's turn.
Okay, I'm going to move up 30, and then I think with my conjured longbow, I am uh hmm, I think I am just I am going to shoot at the night tiger
Okay.
because he is not attacking Irving. You fuck. Well, maybe he is. Okay, that's one. All right, 20 to hit.
20 is a hit.
All right, or 8 damage.
Cool.
And that is it for me.
So then it's Sine's turn.
Oh boy. This thing is a little too close. right, we'll pull out all the stops. Let's go for it. I'm going to cast Autoluke's Irresistible Dance on the bat with my Concertina out, channeling its innate power.
That's okay. Hold on. That's not what I. Trying to roll the save. There it is. 11.
I knew it would not have good wisdom. Thank goodness. So, yeah, I'll drop the full description.
Okay. So this creature is under the effect of that spell.
Yeah, and so this is concentration. I'm going to hold it for as long as I can. And shout out to the others. Hey, a little help over here, maybe? As I'm going to sort of edge around it and then try to back away.
Sure. You still have a bonus action?
Yeah, let's see. I think it's a good mental inspiration moment. So myself, Pandora, Saber, Val. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to the three of us and the two doggos. That's gonna be the 8 temp HP,
Cool.
as well as a reaction to use your full move.
Ooh. Okay. I will take that.
Cool.
Seems like the two shadow hunters are fighting at range anyway, so.
Samuel and Irving are focusing on the Night Tiger.
Is Samuel using a ranged weapon?
Yeah, he's using a crossbow. This guy is dancing. The winged beast is flying higher over these trees over here. Cause he's firing off the winged beast out of its mouth is launching a ball of a green slime
Ugh.
Energy.
Ugh.
Could Val and Sine both save? Constitution.
Constitution. Oh no. Oh, okay, that's fine. Do I have Pandora's bonus?
If you're within 10 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
I
should.
think you do.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, +4,
+2, I think.
+2. Okay, I'll take it. So 20.
Val and Sine both save for half of this acid damage.
Oh wow, that's a good roll.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, just barely made my concentration check.
Scarred Beast is attacking Val.
What, bitch?
Trash.
Evidently, I didn't see what you did to Gabriel.
Yeah. He gonna learn today. Maybe.
Climb the tree and jump.
This creature is dashing, crossing the river.
Interesting.
The behemoth is crouching down, shouting at the witch. The witch is unresponsive.
He's
And
shouting words that we understand or something else.
it seems to be a language, but the party can't tell exactly. Then it's Pandora's turn.
He's not casting a spell, though.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm attacking the bat creature.
Those are both hits.
And I'm going to try to do a divine smite.
But technically, you have advantage against the bat creature
Oh, do I?
because it's dancing. Yeah.
Can I re-roll the second one then?
Sure.
We roll them both.
Well, the first one I think is a hit, right?
Well, I try to go for a crit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, I'll roll 2.
Okay, well.
22 and a 17.
Yeah, those are both hits.
So 21 plus. Am I able to do a divine smite?
Sure.
And oh. So 21 plus 5. 26.
Cool.
I was a little worried there after my conversation with what's her face.
Oh yeah.
Didn't seem to like me very much.
Regina is moving, climbing into this tree, attacking this creature. Saber is also attacking this creature. And it's dead.
There we go. It danced itself to death.
And then it's Val's turn.
My turn. Alright. I am going to move around him. Well, like, still in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna take my sword out and just attack him. Since he did spit on me.
The one that spit on you was this one.
Oh, thought it was the alpaca. Okay, sorry. Well, I'm hitting the alpaca anyway for 19 and 13.
19 is a hit, 13 is not a hit.
Alright. 19 does 15 damage. Damn it, maybe I should have. Okay. And that's it. I don't want to use my bonus action.
So then it's Sinead's turn.
Yeah. With the back in town, I'm going to put the concertina away and pull out my crossbow. And I'm going to take a shot at this acid spinning motherfucker up here.
Okay.
How dare he attack us?
Nice.
26 to hit. I am angry.
That's a hit.
Six damage.
Cool.
So yeah. I think I will save my inspiration for later at this point. So that's it.
Irving attacks this tiger. Samuel fires off a crossbow shot. And the tiger goes down.
Samuel, watch out for that wolf thing.
Pretty sure he sees it charging across the river at him.
Oh, just in case.
Yeah, how about you watch out for that one?
Which one? There's like 3 over here on this side. I got the alpaca, it's fine. Is it an alpaca? Oh, it's more like a lion face with horns.
Oh, you're fighting a demon alpaca.
A demon alpaca with the lion face and horns and... Looks like... It has wings, maybe? More like a griffin. Anyway.
Over by the witch, the behemoth is speaking to the witch. It's saying, Molagtar has taken your witch mother. You will obey me, or you will die.
He said that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
To us? Or to her?
To her.
Say it again. Malagtar did what?
Molagtar has taken your witch mother. You will obey me, or she will die.
And he's saying that to us.
He's saying that to the woman.
To Ashanti.
Yeah.
Then it's Pandora's turn.
Uh-huh. Wow. I think I'm gonna just run right past this guy if I can.
This creature is flying, so are not in range of it.
Okay. Yeah. And as I get close to this guy, I'm gonna say, I told you once, let her go. And I will cast Sanctuary on the one who's trapped in the circle.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll say, don't you touch her.
The behemoth snorts and flares its nostrils. It says, "You are nothing. I will crush you."
Come and try.
The Scarred Beast is attacking Val.
Bitch.
What is Val's armor?
18.
Cool. The winged beast is spewing out poison. Could Pandora please save Constitution? Pandora does have advantage from being a dwarf. Is that
Thank
right?
you for the reminder. I have. Is it a poison save? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I do. If it's poison, I have advantage against poison.
Yeah. So you can roll again.
Oh.
Well,
Can't win them all.
So that's so 12 poison damage. Saber is going over to the Scarred Beast and attacking, as well as Regina firing a crossbow. And then it's Val's turn.
alright. Let's get him, Saber. I think I'm going to finish this bitch off with a. I'm gonna cast Staggering Smite, and then I'm going to attack him for 27 and well, 23, but probably the first one will hit. I mean, well, maybe we'll see.
Those,
Anyway,
those are both hits.
okay, that's the first attack plus my Staggering Smite. So 14 psychic damage plus 11, and he has to do a wisdom saving throw for 2. Yeah, on a failed save, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions until its end of its next turn.
— 25.
Okay. And then you said the second one hit,
Yeah.
so that's 10 more damage.
Cool.
Well, I thought I was gonna kill him, but okay.
It's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then it's
Okay.
Zanae's turn.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna step over here and pull out my uh, vanity and try to in this creature.
That's a
18
hit.
to hit.
That's it.
And 8 psychic damage.
Cool. The beast is clearly very wounded, barely hanging on.
And I look over and see Pandora challenging the behemoth on her own. And I'll just call out to her. You got this, Pandora. Never mind what Solera says.
The bigger they are.
I'm gonna give you an inspiration.
Oh, nice.
And that'll be it for my turn.
Samuel pours a vial of oil over one of his arrows. He shoots the wolf here. It slumps unconscious into the river.
Wow.
It's not dead.
You seriously one hit that wolf?
A sleeping potion or something, seems like.
Damn.
Make him drown.
You'll need 1 inch.
I wish that were true for everything.
Okay.
Irving goes over to Sine.
Can I free action pet Irving?
Sure. Behemoth approaches Pandora. And takes a swing with its axe. Pandora takes 24 slashing damage. It shifts the axe over to one hand and is reaching one of its monstrous hands towards Pandora. It's grappling. Pandora could roll either athletics or acrobatics. Behemoth has advantage on grappling.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Pandora is feeling a crushing sensation throughout her body. Pandora takes 19 bludgeoning damage.
It's like that scene in Dragon Age Origins where that troll grabs that guy and just squeezes him to death.
Yeah. Going down
Oh.
fast here.
So right now you're being manhandled by the behemoth.
Yeah, I think so. I probably have to keep saving until I can free myself up. And he looks strong, so we'll see what happens.
Scarred Beast is attacking Val. Scarred Beast, okay.
Hell no.
Regina attacks. Scarred Beast takes a crossbow and dies. Then it's Val's turn.
Alright, thank goodness. So, as a bonus action, I want to... Okay, well, I want to move first to this guy. And I'm gonna curse him with my bonus action, and then I'm just gonna say, "Let go, Pandora, you ho!" And I'm gonna swing at him for 26 and 17.
Those are both hits.
Nice. So
Roll
that's
intimidation.
16 plus 3. Oh, sorry, plus 4. So 20. And then my second one is 11 plus 4, so 15. So 35 to him.
Cool. Your struggle is useless. Molagtar has already tasted the sweet fruits of the night garden.
Kinda smells like you need to eat some more fruit, dude. Your breath stank.
Uh, then it's Sine's turn.
I'm gonna step forward a bit. Not too far, but I'm just going to reach out to the behemoth and say, "Put down the dwarf. She is not your plaything." And I will cast a psychic lance on him.
That's intelligence. Okay. Let's see. There it is.
So he is incapacitated and takes full damage.
Yeah, the behemoth just goes blank expression, and crumples on the ground,
Wow.
incapacitated.
Dang.
I knew my text did more than I thought. Good on me.
Yes, Val. Indeed. You really scared him with that one-liner.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for Sunday's turn?
Hmm. I mean, Pandora still probably has more HP than I do, so I don't think she needs healing. I think we're good.
Okay. Samuel is shooting this beast over here, and then it's Pandora's turn.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna look this opportunity in the mouth. I'm going straight for him. Do I get advantage on attacks if they're incapacitated? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he wake up after the first hit, Sine?
No,
Oh,
not
he's
till my next
incapacitated.
turn.
Next turn.
My next
Your
turn,
next
yeah.
turn? Oh, shit. Oh, what a crit.
Okay, revenge is sweet.
Almost a crit. Holy shit.
Do you have a 19 as a crit feature thing?
I think
don't-
that's only
don't know.
me.
Those are both hits.
Oh.
Not as exciting as I would have hoped, but 18.
Damage,
And I will use
damage.
another spell slot to smite again.
Okay.
Smite on that crit, huh?
24. 24.
Is your smite damage doubled for the crit?
I think it's all rolls. Or all, yeah,
That might
all
be,
dice.
yeah, just the, oh, it's all rolls. So 30.
So if you smite it on a crit and you roll 2d8, you would roll 4d8 as well. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So add another 2d8. So 24 plus 9. 33.
Cool. Then it's Val's turn. Saber, let's see. Saber's going over to Val, giving him a help action.
Hell yeah.
Regina is attacking this thing, and then Val can go.
Alright. Well, on... Well, I'm just gonna take after Pandora and just, fucking whacking this guy while he's down.
Yeah.
18. And my second one is 21. Was that a... Wait.
Those are both hits. Looks like you're doing advantage in the 2d20, and then
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
you do have advantage from incapacitate.
Yeah, I was doing.
Hmm?
Okay. Never mind. I see.
What's the damage?
Okay. Sorry. It's 9. And 8. Jesus Christ. So 17. It's just weird because the second roll on roll 20 says 5 plus 5 plus 11, which I don't know why it's adding both of the 5s. So that 21 should actually just be a 16, I believe. Because I think they were both 5s.
Okay.
So if that doesn't hit, then the 8 doesn't hit. But
Armor for behemoth
yeah.
is 16.
Okay, cool. So they both hit. And then they also get a plus 4 to each of those from my hex curse. So plus another 8. So 17 plus 8, that's 25? 25?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So then
I don't know.
it's Sinae's turn.
Okay, so as of right now, technically it's not incapacitated anymore. Which means that it's time for some Dissonant Whispers. Good old classic. Ooh, a good roll for level 2. So it's to make a wisdom save or move his speed away from me.
Oh.
Alrighty. So he takes the full 18 psychic. And
And
all
he's
3
moving
of
away,
you,
right?
yeah. And the whole reason I like this spell, all 3 of you get attacks of opportunity against him now.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take mine. 27. 11 plus 4, so 15 for me.
Pandora is attacking.
He's no longer prone, right?
No.
Yeah, he's not incapacitated.
I'm gonna guess that's one hit. 11 points of damage.
Oh no, you were taking your he was moving away from us, so we got opportunity attack.
Oh, then I probably missed because that was the first roll.
Okay. Saber is also missing. Behemoth is
Saber, no.
running over there.
I basically doubled my damage by Val hitting.
Yes.
So it's something.
You can always guarantee for me to hit. No.
The Shade Hunters are taking out this winged beast back here.
Nice. No more acid.
The behemoth is shaking off all that magic in his mind, readying his axe, leaping through the air, landing in front of Pandora with a heavy slamming attack.
He does not like you.
I cast a spell that has him focused on me. That's fine. That's my job.
Pandora takes 16 slashing damage. And then Pandora and Val need to save strength.
Ugh, strength. Oh, come on.
You get a +2 on your save, Val.
Alright, so it's 12.
A crushing shockwave is erupting from that point of impact. Pandora saves, Val does not. That's 11 bludgeoning damage. So
Not too
Pandora
bad.
is half. And then it's Pandora's turn.
Things are getting a little critical here, so I have to take my turn to do lay on hands. I will just try to heal myself as much as I can.
Saber and Regina are attacking. And then it's Val's turn.
I think, like Pandora, I am also going to take in a more tactical route and use my action to use my rod as a pack keeper to get back a spell slot.
Cool.
And I will also I'll move up to him. But yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, because I don't have any.
Pandora's turn, or no, Sydney's turn.
Okay. Well, now that Val's done playing with his rod, we can do another Dissonant Whispers. Not as good in the damage this time, but well.
Fail again, fail again, fail again, fail again, fail again, fail again. Damn it.
Could I have moved?
This guy's tough.
You could move if, yeah.
Let's see. It's about there, I guess. Still not getting close enough to be engaged, but okay, so we saved that. By the way, Pandora, did you ever use the inspiration?
No, thank you.
Okay. So I think it's just another mental of inspiration moment. I'm gonna refill everyone's 8 temp HP. And yeah, 3 of us and the 2 doggos.
Eight.
It's a little sad that the doggos have more HP than I do.
Oh, no.
They're magic dogs. Don't feel bad.
They are magic, that's true.
I want one. As a pet. Get out
Can
of
I
here.
just multi-class under Ranger?
Honestly.
Except my wisdom is kind of crap, so
As an aside, I watched this documentary on wolves once, and these wildlife biologists tracked this. They had a collar on this wolf that was having pups, you know,
Hmm.
and it was in winter, and this thing traveled like 70 miles, had a vigorous elk hunt, and then 70 miles back in the space of 48 hours with a stomach full of elk meat for its
What?
pups. Yeah, in right over rough terrain and snow. So like the endurance of a canine in the wild is pretty significant.
Too, too bad they didn't keep that when they got domesticated.
Yeah.
we
Well, for the
domesticated
most
it
part.
out.
I think like if you kept them outdoors and like if you see trained sheep herding dogs run, it's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, yeah. Depends on the race. Yeah, true, true,
Yeah,
true.
right. Yeah.
Pugs, on the other hand,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, dachshunds, right.
hmm they're little ones, the little doggies.
The behemoth is taking a big swing across everyone right there.
Oh,
So
Jeez.
everyone just got hit by that. And then
no questions asked. We just got hit.
Just tell me what was
29.
It's,
So that's why I'm not over there.
that's
33. Dude, thank you for the 8 temp, because I think I would have been down or closer to
That's
death.
well, that's the last that I have. So yeah, keep that in mind. We can't do that again.
man.
think it's
Oh.
probably time just to go all out and hit him with everything we have left.
Well, I want to do a banishing smite because that's my most damaging. But if we don't kill him, he's banished, and that's like I don't.
And then he'll just go back to the
Exactly. Yeah. I want to kill him. Yeah.
and he'll come back and be real mad at you.
Honestly, yes. I know.
It'll be a whole revenge arc. We'll already have one of those from someone. Who did you banish before?
Oh, it was one of these guys, but it was probably like a lesser one, kind of like these guys.
Yeah, so you'll already have one thing in Night Garden after you.
He was a dumb beast. He probably won't remember.
This one might.
Exactly.
He'll lead the others against you.
Don't say that.
Then it's Pandora's turn.
Okay.
What health was that? What health was Pandora at before?
Just before he did that big swiping thing, I went back up to 76 with the inspiration bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not sure what just happened with the swipe. Was there like a save or something that we could?
I think it was just his hit.
He just hits us all for 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 29 to hit.
So then I'm back down to 43.
Okay. So then it's Pandora's turn.
Okay. Then I think I can use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith, which should up my AC by 2. And I will attack twice. And hit once.
Inspiration.
Inspiration I could add to an attack roll, not a damage roll, right?
Yeah, but if you want to try to make that first attack hit.
No, I'm not going to use it right now.
Okay.
But I will use a 3rd level slot to smite.
Nice.
Oh, jeez. 20 total.
Cool.
Oh, man.
Judging from the bar, he might have maybe 30 to 40 hit points left. Can we make it before Val goes down?
I don't know.
Before I go, what do you mean? I don't know.
Well, do what you got to do.
Just keep fighting, Val. I'll keep you alive.
The behemoth takes a crossbow shot from Regina.
Okay. Ooh.
That's not. Hold on.
Oh.
Saber also attacks right there. Then it's Val's turn.
Great. I am going to cast. Yeah, I'm gonna do a staggering smite for my next hit, and I'll just whack at him. Oh my god, 14 doesn't hit, right?
Armor is 16.
My second attack is 27.
That's it.
So that one hits. So I'm gonna 15 plus 4 for my Hexblade Curse, that's 19, and then my Staggering Smite, another 16 damage, and he has to do a Wisdom save if he's still alive. So 19, 16, 29, 35 damage total. And he fails, so he has, I'll just put it on the crap. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions.
Cool. The behemoth staggers backwards from that attack and falls dead.
Yay!
Oh,
Nice. And I get
drop
14.
out.
Some of his life essence just comes into me. And I heal for 14. Ooh, not 145.
Just walk over to Valley and clap him on the shoulder. Another easy victory.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't close at all.
Yeah.
Not even
It's
close.
easy for you to say, you mean.
Hey,
Ugh.
Samuel, how long is that wolf creature gonna stay asleep?
Long enough
So
for us to collect and get out of here.
is the woman inside this arcane binding thing, is she conscious?
No, she does not appear to be conscious.
She does not appear to be here of her own volition either. So I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level.
On the vine thingies.
The vines and thorns surrounding the witch dissolve and unravel.
Neat trick, Pandora. How'd you learn that?
Uh, you know, been doing some thinking. Things changed around a little.
Good to know that I'm not the only one that can do that now. Now, what to do about her?
Yeah, let's have a look at this person.
Yeah.
She's. Let's see. She has dark skin, red hair, a cloak made of like black feathers, like a raven or crow. She has, on each of her hands, are tattooed various natural. She has, on one hand, she has tattooed natural symbols. On the other hand, she has tattooed what the party might recognize as dark or demonic symbols tattooed on her hand.
Interesting.
She has not quite a staff, but like a wand or a scepter that is tied onto her side with some like rough twine thread. She's scarred all over with like claw marks or some sort of injury from an animal.
Are those fresh or old?
Within the last week or a few days.
But not like today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
She's maybe just now begun to open her eyes.
Are you okay?
Hey, wake up.
Yeah. Hello? What's your name?
My name is Ashanti. Who are you?
My name is Pandora. This is Val and Sinead and our friends Samuel, Regina, blah, all the rest. And Irving.
Wow. Wow. You listen. You named everybody except for Saber, and you're like all the rest. Like, wow.
I can just read them. What's your name?
Wait, she just said
Oh,
no.
her name was Ashanti, right? Tell us what happened to you.
That large beast. Let's see. Terrible beasts raided the night garden. The the 7 members of our coven were taken from that place. I don't know what happened to the others.
No.
What did they want? Just those people?
I don't know what their purpose was. If they even had one. Considering their monstrous nature, perhaps they're acting without reason.
I doubt
So,
that considering the behemoth that we just
were
fought.
these creatures from Bloodscar?
What is a blood scar?
Take that as a no.
I believe they're from Night Garden, are they not?
No, didn't Ashanti say she was from Night Garden and they raided Night Garden?
These beasts?
I think that's what she said, right?
I thought the beasts themselves were also from Night Garden.
Yeah, that's what. But they took someone or took her people,
The
right?
coven.
Mhm.
And you have no idea where the others could be. Which, considering what they were trying to do with you, there may be 6 other portals being opened right now.
Hmm. You you think? Here, I'm gonna like Pandora did earlier. I'm gonna detect good and evil. Oh wait, no, that doesn't help. Never mind.
Oh, but I will.
Oh wait, it does help. Yeah, I'll use detect good and evil as my passive spell feature.
Okay. Could you put that in the roll 20?
But it's only within 30 feet, so I don't know how well that's gonna help. That's probably not even gonna help at all.
Well, you might get a ping from her.
Honestly, I know I'm gonna get a ping from you.
Actually, no.
Oh, you're right. I get a ping from myself.
Well, no, if you actually see what it does, it's not based on alignment.
Oh yeah. Well, shit. I'm gonna get a ping from this thing then, maybe.
Maybe you'll get a ping from the doggos.
Yeah, I think I mistaken detected an evil and divine sense.
That's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than what he knew already, Val is detecting Irving to be of Fey energy.
Oh, that's why he's so healthy.
We are not surprised. Well, I actually thought it'd be celestial, but
The party is detecting both natural and abyssal from the witch. Also, both natural and abyssal from their most recent enemies. They are not feeling anything beyond like anywhere else in the woods from their range that they have.
can you stand Ashanti?
I could. Do you plan on?
Perhaps we sh- hmm?
What were you saying?
I was going to suggest that perhaps we move somewhere safer.
She's looking the party over. She's looking the party over as if to try to get an understanding or judgment of what they are. She,
Good luck with that.
Honestly.
You don't even know.
did you have some place in mind?
Mm, we've never actually been here before, so if
Yeah.
you know somewhere safe, we could go there.
I think you would know better than myself. I haven't been here. I haven't been in the living world for some time now.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is
Well,
our
shit.
first time in the forest.
I think we should take a quick look at the Trionomicon based on this encounter.
For
Well,
how?
if you go back to the two cosmographs and you look at the current one with the fiery ring,
Hmm.
Oh, and the resource index? Yeah.
and then we see the two celestial towers that Gothriel was building.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the kind of like the southwest, there is Night Garden, right? The
Yeah,
secondary.
the
Okay.
dot. Yeah.
And if I understand this correctly, Night Garden, if something were to build another tunnel from the outer ring, you could also potentially go through Night Garden and then into the what do they call this? A prime material plane or whatever.
Yeah. But I think that would in turn destroy Night Garden, right? Because
Uh,
these other two are destroyed, and the top left one is just obliterated.
Yeah, I just wonder if there's just yeah, I mean, destroyed or not, I just wonder if there's something going on and some we need to go explore. So maybe we need to go to Night Garden.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know if we can go there now, cause
In this moment, no.
yeah, in this moment, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but just something to bear in mind.
Also, yeah, I want to ask Samuel real quick. Is like, Samuel, will that thing stay under for like about an hour? You say, or how long?
Which one?
The wolf. Asking about his spell or his arrow. How long will he stay under?
Let's say about 15 minutes.
Oh God. Okay, no, that's not gonna work.
Any particular reason why we shouldn't just kill it?
Well, I wanted to kill it, but I don't want to wake him up. If we hit him, it might wake him up.
If we all
So I
hit him
was,
at the same time,
yeah. Well, I was
would
also
it really
hoping
wake
to
up?
take a short rest and just banish him. I don't want to leave him alive in this world, right? Or here.
I think we could just kill it if we all attack it at the same time.
Okay, we could try that. But as for getting you out, uh, Sene, you said you like you know these people, right? In the forest?
I know who?
Those the people in the forest who we met earlier.
The elves?
Yeah.
I do not know the elves of the forest. I know of them, but I've never been here. I've never met them.
Oh,
Are they likely to react badly to you? I
I
mean,
suspect
I would suspect too, if I
that's why.
understand the
Yeah.
relationship between normal elves and drow.
Hence why I have not shown myself around them.
Yeah, so maybe we just stay away from them and use the opportunity to continue our mission. Unless there's
Well,
some reason we want to contact them.
at this point, it seems unlikely that they are unaware of us.
Oh, they're definitely aware, right? We had that encounter the last time.
yeah. Well, they're aware of us. I don't think they don't know about Sene.
I was not present during that, so.
Yeah, what they don't know, they won't hurt them.
But considering what went down here, I suspect they'll figure out that we're still around.
That's okay. You know what? I think we did them a service here.
Perhaps, I'm sure they didn't necessarily want these beast creatures running around their forest.
Well, so is there anything interesting on any of the bodies?
You want that big ass axe?
Not necessarily, no. I'm just wondering if there's anything interesting.
Uh, on the scarred beast, its horns are inlaid with various, like, gold and jewels.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh,
We
guys,
take those.
Any chance of getting those off?
Oh yeah.
I think what we'll do is we'll just lay the bodies out in the clearing there. So whoever comes across them, it's obvious that a fight happened. And we could even leave a token of some sort behind and let them know that it was us.
Wait, is one of them still alive?
Oh,
Yeah.
Of the creatures?
Guess one of them is technically still alive.
Not for long, I would assume.
Yeah, we don't want to leave him alive, I don't think. What are you
Do you have
I-
business with them?
I could use its life in my ritual.
Oh,
Ritual for what?
Returning to the night garden.
no.
oh,
Can
If that's safe.
can you take a group?
yeah, I like both those questions. Can you take a group and is it safe? Because we can afford to survive another fight. I don't think.
The garden has had enough intruders.
Wow, you're turning down help? Okay, well,
Yeah.
we have a bone to pick with this Malactar anyway, so we'll eventually come.
Is that
And I
so?
hope, yes. I, yes. Right? Right, guys? Right?
Yeah, but we're not going to be coming as enemies.
Yeah, we're not to you guys, so, but against Malactar, so.
So are you saying that you're willing to assist the Night Mother?
Our ideas are aligned, I think, in that aspect, right? Am I mistaken, Ashanti?
If you are against Malaktar, then the Witch Mother may find you as an ally.
Yes.
Well, then we will talk to her about it when we arrive.
Yeah. She might recognize me. I've seen her once. Talked to her once.
We both have, Val.
Were
I
you
still
there?
know the.
Or was it
I still
Aki?
know how to summon her.
Oh, yes.
I
Yeah,
still
didn't
have
you?
the ritual.
Yeah.
We haven't had the occasion to since the first time, but we've made
Now it
contact.
seems. Oh,
I'm just
also,
asking for Pandora's sake, since this is yet another demonic influence that you're getting involved with.
Yeah, it's it feels like another incursion. That's all.
Well, if you don't mind.
Also, Ashanti, did you hear what this behemoth said to you earlier?
No, I couldn't quite tell.
If what I'm if what I remember is correct, then he said that Balaktar has already captured the Witch Mother or something like that. Is that true? Do you know of that, or is that news to you?
That's the first I've heard of it. So things have gotten worse since I was taken.
It would appear so. If what he said was true.
Could you please gather some of those berries and meet me down by the wolf?
I guess we'll collect some berries.
Yep.
Ashanti wades into the river. She pulls out her wand and begins to cast various symbols into the ground, making a circle around the wolf. Let's see. Soul, let's see. Yeah. If what that beast said is true, things in the garden may be quite dire. You may join me if you wish,
Shit.
but I won't be able. I won't be able to like protect you. You'll have to fend for yourself.
Do
I've
you at least
lost.
have
a lot of my strength.
Oh. Well, are you at least... Is your portal going to a known safe location? Or at least was previously known to be safe?
Yes, it was safe. But if Malagtar has met the witch mother, then our most private sanctum has been breached.
No, it's not good.
Sounds kinky.
Okay. Well,
Well, what do you guys think?
Is there no interest in resting up before you head back to Night Garden?
yeah, no, I think we should, but
Well, I think time is of the essence just because of this being is still unconscious and she needs it, right? You need it? A sacrificial lamb, so to speak, for your ritual.
I do. And since we have the opportunity,
Yeah.
unless someone else would like to give their life.
I mean, not by choice.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Well, what do you guys think?
Well, we came in here to sort out the incursions, right? And it seems to me the incursions are coming from Night Garden. So all roads lead to Night Garden.
True. True.
I suppose so. This is, however,
Samuel
more
calls out to the party.
time before.
He's saying, "You guys, you guys good? We're just gonna head back to the city."
Yeah.
Yep.
Think we're gonna follow this our new companion here. And yeah. Take care. Happy hunting.
You don't want to make a trip to Night Garden? Could be an interesting hunt.
Yeah, well, this time, we went to hunt monsters. That was my idea. Our next mission is going to be Regina's choice. She's got some contracts, you might say.
You'll miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you know?
Would you like to roll persuasion?
I think so.
You're gonna risk the doggos?
The doggos have a better chance of surviving than I do.
How about this? Irving can go with you if you like, and then he'll tell me all about it.
Oh, I always wanted a pet wolf.
I suppose if you're to be engaged elsewhere, that'll do. Get the feeling that Irving isn't exactly as simple as he seems.
No, certainly not. He's got all kinds of tricks.
Ooh.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see what the elves have to say about getting rid of this guy. See you then.
What guy? Okay.
If you would, don't mention that I was ever here.
Okay.
You got it. I'll allow for any of the players to move the token for Irving.
Nice.
Well, I suppose we are just about ready to go whenever you are, Ashanti.
Yes. Let's begin.
Oh no. Okay.
Ashanti pulls out a dagger. She stabs the wolf here in the neck.
Cool.
The wolf ear begins like gurgling and thrashing under the blade. Ashanti is gritting her teeth. She's saying, "Would you mind holding it for me?"
The fuck? You're not gonna torture it, are you?
Well, we can try.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Okay. I gotta take a phone call real quick. Hello?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I was awake.
did you? Get out of here.
So yeah, it's an enemy combatant. So if you're gonna kill it, kill it. But I'm not gonna stand here and watch you torture it.
Its suffering is not my intention.
Well, then do the deed and get it over
Oh
with.
my.
Come on, Irving. Let's go, buddy.
Well, nothing for it. Let's go.
Alright, come on, buddy. Let's go. With my -1 animal handling.
Do you think everything is a mere animal?
Well, he's at least partial animal.
Aren't we all?
Hmm. So the party enters the portal towards the night garden.
Well, this seems peaceful.
This is where we would gather.
Hmm.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Other than my
Yeah.
sister's absence. No, everything is as it should be.
Your sister lives here? She was one of the ones that were captured?
All of them are my sisters.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
This place is beautiful. I could see why you would choose it.
Yes. And now, terrible beasts have found it. In the distance, the party can hear roaring and growling, like echoing across the night.
Is there at least someplace safe that, or is this place safe enough to rest up? We'll need all the energy we can if we're going to go up against whatever else it is that they want, or, whatever else Lactar has.
Seems safe enough for now. The beasts are likely elsewhere in the garden.
Yeah.
Well then, shall we take a rest?
That seems like a fine idea.
I'm going to go find a peaceful spot to meditate. I'll be nearby.
Shanti sits down cross-legged at the top of these stairs.
Okay. Well, Doggo, let's go find some place to. Irving. Let's go find some place to take a nap. And I don't know. Maybe over here on the grass. Is this grass? It's a bush. Whatever. Same thing.
So the party is a long rest or a short resting? Or what?
I think we need a long rest.
Oh, long rest if we can. I'm okay with a short rest though. As well.
I kinda need a long rest to do literally anything, so...
We will attempt a long rest.
Cool. Could everyone roll a d8?
So ominous.
Hmm. The party? Let's see. The party is able to complete a long rest, but it seems all throughout that time there was a very like tall, large, horned figure stalking around the outside of their location.
I assume this is not normal.
It's a Titan.
So because my long rest is half the time of a normal rest, would I have been able to you spend that 4 hours doing something else?
Sure.
I would attempt to commune with Azir.
Okay. What would you be saying? To?
First of all, I would be asking if Lithia had made her way to him and whether she had joined his service.
Wow. Just looking to get compensation, huh?
If it helps us.
Right, right.
Lithia has Lithia has spoken to Azir. However, her however, she still has a great fear for Nereus, and they don't yet know what, if anything, could be arranged with the Lord of Pride.
Okay. Sounds like that might require our intervention later.
No, no, no. This is all within them.
I mean, I'm Azir's right-hand woman. Recruitment is part of my job.
Yes, but you, they've already agreed to have her on the council. Like, any, I feel like any like beef between everybody would just cause more issues, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no reason to change the plan now.
The plan is not changing.
But if we uh instigate things, you know,
Things have
it
been
could
instigated.
change.
This was Lithia's own desire in the first place, so. Well, once I convinced her.
Exactly. It's oh no.
But putting Lithia aside, I would also ask Azir what he knows of Night Garden and if there's anything that he would be able to do to help us.
Let's see. Azir knows. Azir knows that the Night Garden is, well, would Snape be telling Azir the current situation of the beasts as well?
Yeah, she's pretty open about sharing the whole situation.
Okay. then in that case, Azir would tell Sine that the 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 Night Garden proper is an area cultivated by witches to grow their various herbs and fruits and other things of magical properties, and that garden is surrounded by a labyrinth, and the way it's been for thousands of years is that the labyrinth keeps the beasts out.
Until now.
Yeah. So somehow, yeah, from there, somehow, in at least in Azir's assumption, he would be saying somehow the beasts crossed the labyrinth.
So it's no longer a suitable defense. Okay.
Or they
Does
just
he know-
somehow burst through the labyrinth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We don't know exactly what happened, but does he know anything in particular about the Witch Mother herself?
Oh, that's interesting. Lithia was once the Witch Mother, but then when she died, the Witch Mother became a separate presence.
So Lithia probably knows her way around quite well.
Wait, Lithia was the Witch Mother?
At one point.
Wait a minute. Well, can Lithia come here?
I'll have one of my seducers inform Lithia you would like her presence.
Well, we were planning to meet again anyway. Just maybe not here. But that's interesting. That changes a lot for us.
Anything else for the rest for what they would be doing? Discussing anything or something like that? Okay.
Are you guys concerned at all about the skulking beast with horns?
Nah, it'll be fine.
I believe it's something we're going to have to deal with, but it's not bothering us right now, so we should still take the opportunity to rest.
No, but it's also curious that it's sort of like focusing on this area. I wonder if it wants to use this place for something.
But it's not approaching either.
And there is a portal here, right? So, yeah, and it's not approaching, so I don't know what to do about it.
Perhaps it simply can't enter.
Does anyone want to do some reconnaissance on it, or should we just leave?
Well, given this is the night garden, would this qualify as a place where the ring might be useful? The obsidian ring of shadows?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I would be extra sneaky in this realm. While you guys are finishing your rest, I could take a look.
Okay.
And it's nice and dark here, which I prefer in terms of being able to see. So I guess I will sort of sneak over to the border of this area and try to at least get a good look at what is out there.
Cool. Okay. So looking out from where Sine currently is. Ooh, that's okay. There's sort of similar to this location. There's various trees and hedges, and they appear to be, at least they appear that they once were highly curated, as if by an artistic design, or very organized and purposeful with their arrangement of, it's like a vineyard, it's like a farm, that kind of thing. It's various like rows and columns of flowers and fruits and things like that. Sine is seeing swarms of beasts which are now tearing through those various plots and groves. In the distance, Sine is seeing that labyrinth as Azir described. Hugely tall walls, all intersecting, and various passages between them. And then beyond that, sort of a corrupted forest, darkness spreading out into an infinite like blackness beyond. Sine is observing that particular figure. He's given what the party experienced in the abyss, it would seem very similar of like shape and makeup, this being like a lord of demons, but instead it's a lord of beasts. And then
Interesting.
could Sine roll a perception check?
Okay. And this would be with advantage due to the ring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make much difference, but yeah. 14.
I think we might have attracted the attention of the locals.
I don't believe they are locals. These would be the invading beasts.
Sine also observes. Damn it. Sine also observes that primary horned figure speaking to what appears to be an angel.
Any particular angel, one we've seen, or
Resembling the Twilight Angels that they fought at the Spire.
oh boy.
Nick,
Well, that adds a whole new dimension to this.
what exactly is going on here?
Boy, oh boy. Have I learned a little bit about our situation. Are you and Val rested up?
Well, yeah,
Red,
no, yeah.
what did you learn?
So, and I go through everything that Azir told me, plus what I had observed myself.
Oh, interesting.
And you think these, oh man, even if they are locals and they're somehow in league with the Twilight Angels and Gothriel, that's trouble.
Well, as I understand it, the beast should not be here.
Yeah. They should be outside, right?
They should not have been able to make it through the labyrinth. And yet, here they are.
They're tearing their way through as we speak.
The Night Garden may not be much to speak of once they're finished.
Well, we can't do this alone, so we're going to have to go get help.
Well, help may be on the way. I don't know what her current situation is, but Lithia has a personal stake in the Night Garden.
Okay, but we're going to need more of a sure thing if we're going to face down this horde.
Well,
Maybe we should talk to Ashanti, see if she can sense her sisters. Sisters? Maybe we could help free them as well.
that would be a start.
That is a start.
However, the largely looming figure in the distance, the one that you were concerned about before, I
Yeah,
do
that
wonder if that might not be Malagtar himself.
Oh, shh.
Oh.
He has the presence of a lord, similar to Azir or Zath. But there may be different lords of beasts, I don't know.
So we're going to find out.
I am hoping there's only one beast lord to deal with. But yes, let's confer with Ashanti for now.
Ashanti, uh, the party is going to say something, or She's looking over like, what is it?
I will relay everything again to her. Minus Lithia. I will not tell her about Lithia.
Okay. Probably the first thing, probably what she'd be most concerned with. Well, Sosune would tell her about the angel.
Yes.
Okay. That's probably what she'll be concerned with the most. She would look. She was just gonna get up and look out to the night garden. Are you quite sure? Something like that
We,
shouldn't be here.
well, supposedly neither should the beasts. And yet here they all are.
Unfortunately.
Have you ever been visited by angels here before?
No. Angels typically don't appear within this realm.
So there's even a chance that he's being backed by the remnants of Gothrion's army. Although we had suspected as much initially, these
Yeah.
beasts attacked Yvonne
Yeah,
while
that's
we
why.
were. So on some level, we already knew that they were in collusion with each other.
Yeah.
That's probably how they made it past the labyrinth, I would guess.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, we are beginning to understand the landscape here a little better. We have more than just the beast to contend with.
Definitely.
And
I think we need to, I think we need to get this information to somebody who can act on it.
there's that. We do need other assistance here.
Yeah. The sooner the better.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why we haven't already been attacked in this particular garden, but perhaps there's something here that's keeping them at bay. Do you know anything about that, Ashanti?
It seems that some measure of the Witch Mother's power remains, and she has placed protection on this place. I haven't been able to commune with her, but perhaps she still lives.
Well, let us hope. If if she no longer lives, will her protection remain?
If she is dead, then her protection will fade over time. We shall see.
For now, though, this is the safest place that we know of here. So we could at least use this as a staging ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem is, who do we bring this to that will actually be involved enough to act on it?
No.
Um, I'm trying to find her name. Solaire? We might have to go to Solaire.
Do we want to involve the angels in this?
Not particularly, but unless we have another faction that's gonna come fight with us.
Well, you did say you already requested Lithia, right?
Yes, a message has been sent to Lithia. On top of that, we could attempt to recruit other demons and maybe even some of the people that we had from the natural realm, as both of those realms are connected to this one.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know how connected the natural realm is, but
Well, I think the same alliance that fought for us has interest in this as well. So I think we tell them all.
I don't think we're getting much from the arcane realm at this point.
Maybe not, but we'll give them the information, and maybe that buys us something, and maybe that buys us nothing.
see, this would be a good issue for a council meeting.
100%.
Well then, should we start there?
I think it's a great idea.
And on that note, this council should include the Night Garden, no?
Of course.
At least,
Yeah, they're involved. It's their realm.
at least having some say, I would assume. They're not as large or as powerful as the other realms, but
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to be using their realm as a war zone, I think we should include them in the talks.
well, their realm is a war zone before we got involved. At this
Yeah.
point, we are liberating it. Hmm. And we have met another witch before, Val. I wonder if we could find her again, and if she would have anyone around that could help.
Another witch?
The one who taught us the ritual, the one whose
Oh,
partner betrayed
yeah.
us,
Yeah. Well, betrayed her, right?
betrayed us as well.
Well, yeah, but we don't. I don't know where she went. It's been a while. It's been a really long time.
It has. She was in Crampton when we met her.
Wasn't she a drow as well?
No,
Or am I? No?
she was not a drow.
Oh, okay. One
Anyway,
thing.
I think
Yeah. Well, getting in contact with her is one thing. Well, finding her is one thing. Getting in contact is another. So.
if we can, well, she likely already knows of the situation, so it's more about
Oh yeah.
getting recruiting her, I suppose.
Do we remember her name? Maybe Ashanti knows her.
That, as you say, was a good while ago.
Yeah.
That witch you're talking about, her name is Verwin.
What's what?
That character that you're talking about from Prampton, her name is Verwin.
Verwin?
Mm-hmm.
Erwin?
Verwin. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we'll put that name out there to see if Ashanti knows of her.
Yeah. Ashanti is telling the party that Verwin was in training under one of her other sisters.
Hmm.
When we met her, there was no one else. Well, there was the guy who was there that betrayed her,
Yeah.
but she wasn't with another witch.
Or maybe she was just like on a mission or something from like by orders of the, you know what I mean?
Maybe. Well, it sounds like there's at least a plan to work off of here. Starting with the council and following up on some individual leads.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, if what you said is true also about Gothriel, right? Retreating, then it's probably gonna take him a while before he can do anything significant.
That's cool. Yeah.
So, and the fact that his angels are here, right? Means that maybe he's still calling the shots.
Sure is starting to look that way.
Maybe, but they were involved before we assaulted the spire. So they could just be following old orders. It is concerning either way, though.
Yeah. So, let's start with this council thing.
Have we decided how to summon a council meeting?
We were going to send representatives, set a
But yeah,
date.
how do we contact them, though? I think that was the.
Emergency, yes. Or in a situation like this. I suppose we'll just try to approach Israel as the arbiter of the council.
Yeah. Yeah. How do we get to Israel?
Well, that does seem to be the question. We're out of sigils, I believe.
Yeah.
Perhaps we simply pray.
Well, sure. That seems in line with my character, sure.
I'll leave that to you, Pandora.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that's going to work. So maybe we should come up with plan B in the meantime.
Well, you've been able to speak with some of the angels before, no?
Ah, more like they've been able to speak with me.
Perhaps, since we're now as well known as we are, making the attempt to reach out will be enough to get their attention.
That's my hope. But like I said, it's just a hope.
Well, that's what we've been running off of for most of our adventure so far.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll give that a try.
Alright, so should we head back to our world and get our preparations ready?
Yeah. Probably. Probably better to do that. Ashanti, are you gonna stay here and be safe, I guess, while we gather reinforcements, I guess?
I will stay. Someone must tend the garden.
Yeah. Just, I guess, be safe. We'll be back.
We'll be back, yes.
We'll be back.
Alright, well, no sense dawdling about. Let's head on back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do. You're
That
right.
portal's been open for a while.
The bathroom break up here.
The party goes through the portal. returning to the living world.
Thank goodness. No elves.
And then bam, they come out of nowhere.
Nope. Let's get out of here before the elves do show up. Every time we leave one of these darkened realms and we come here, it is always so blindingly bright. I hate it.
Okay, I'm back.
So, where's the party going from here?
We're at the temple.
We're down here in Wildwood right now.
Oh, and wow, that's right. Right.
We could go to the temple.
And what was Kulari's beacon again?
Kulari's beacon
Oh.
is it's a tower made of like a clay stone tower. It has a golden light at the top of it. It is of cultural importance to the people of Kudajra.
And do they use the golden light at the top to send signals to far cities?
I don't think the party would know in particular about what its purpose is. They have not discovered that yet. They do know. They do. The party is aware of a dragon named Kulari.
Yeah, she was the golden dragon from the natural realm, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's either that or the temple.
We could make a trip back to the capital.
Could stock up again, right?
It has been a while. Well, I suppose not in terms of days, but
I'm worried about going too far away from here, where it seems to be the center of all the new incursion.
Oh, we have to go to the temple, no? Like at some point to contact, or maybe because that's where we said we're gonna have the council, right?
That's where we were going to have the council. Um, but typically there's nobody there, right? And there's nobody actually there. It's like,
Yeah.
so if we get there and we don't have a token to open a gate, then we just sit there.
Yeah,
And that's
I'm fresh out.
As
that's
of
knowing.
as of last session, the party does not need tokens if they use the book instead.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, what's his face?
of no importance.
No, yeah, but we decided to call him something else.
Randolph.
Randolph.
Yeah. So we just pop into the celestial realm and demand to see Israel.
Ask to see Ezrion, but sure, yeah, essentially.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we were here like 2 days ago. We're back.
Yeah. Well, we have information. It's important.
Yep.
I just find it amusing how simply we're able to access the domain of the angels now. Who would have thought when we set out on this adventure
Yeah, really. I'm sure they find it just as amusing.
that these random humans, well, mortal folk perhaps, keep
People.
dropping it up.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree with most of their intentions, probably, but their style can be a little bit stiff, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, that's why I find the abyss to be far more interesting.
So the party is heading back to the Temple of the Divine Axis.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Cool. Could everyone roll a d8?
One, two, three.
Oh.
So, so as the party is going this way, there is there's maybe a few dozen elves headed from the temple headed this way.
Crap.
You have any disguise self spells there, Sinead?
No. Not really the kind of performance I tend to put on.
All right. Well, then.
Sorry, what did we get a hold up on right now? I think I missed it.
There's about a dozen elves heading from the temple towards Wildwood, like in the opposite direction of the party. They're passing along a
Oh, we're
similar.
just. Okay.
I have
That's
nothing,
fine.
so I'm just gonna pull up my cloak hood and try not to be seen.
Don't worry, I got you.
Are these elves considered fae?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast, since I have the opportunity here,
What's this?
protection from evil. from Fae or whatever. Protection
I mean,
from evil.
technically, aren't I Fae too?
Yes, but it's an
Oh,
outward facing effect, I think.
but okay. I guess that's a preemptive thing, but they're
Correct.
not. Yeah, they're not hostile, right?
Hopefully not.
And I doubt. I mean, I doubt they'll attack a drow on sight. It's more just like, you're a drow, right?
Well, if they do, then it's, we'll see what happens. But
I don't think they'll attack. I think it's more just like, ugh.
it's a defensive measure. It's something I can do.
Okay. Well,
Better to not be seen either way.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's any way to avoid them.
No,
We
I
just
don't
pass by.
think there's any way to avoid the discussion.
I'll cast minor illusion on you for some goofy glasses there. That'll disguise you.
Thanks.
Oh, and if I didn't make it clear, I'm casting protection from evil on Sinead.
Okay. Uh, I'm looking for. So, so as the party is drawing closer, they might recognize these elves as the ones who were with Lorson at the gathering prior to the battle.
With Lors? With Lorson? From the natural realm?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These guys were very helpful to us, as I recall. In fact, these guys were the ones who gave me the hammer.
Well, Lorson was like the natural, the
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good with these guys.
yeah. So they should have seen Sine at some point. No, not have to be. You don't have to. Well, actually, I don't know.
Different circumstance.
Maybe. Anyway, they know us
Yeah.
to
So
be on good
yeah,
terms with their beings, their gods, right? Because that's what Lorson and them are to them, right? They're gods. And what's his name? I always forget his name.
Yoval.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just greet them.
Salutations.
Cool. So, players are over there. Elves are coming in the opposite direction over there.
Yeah, I don't really remember them.
These people don't need to be here anymore.
Dante, we found you.
Who knew this is where he was?
I think that's a good place to stop for now.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Our
Sounds good.
showdown with the elves next week.
It's not a showdown. We don't need to be hostile.
It's a standoff.
Yeah, really.
It's a Mexican standoff.
I thought it was gonna be for a second, and maybe it will, but
I don't think so. I'm gonna try to avoid this at all costs.
yeah.
Switch this. All right.
So next time it's gonna be the 3rd Is everyone okay for that day?
Think
Yeah.
I am, yeah, so far.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Cool. Any questions or anything that comes to mind?
No,
Mm,
just thanks
yeah,
for the game. Had a good time.
yeah, not for me, thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Looking forward to seeing how it goes.
How it continues, yeah.
The standoff with the O's.
Ugh, we're not gonna fight them. I hope.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna fight them.
See you next time.
Alright. Yeah.
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 There you go.
Oh my. I gotta get out of here right now and go at 2 o'clock. I gotta go right now and get there at 2 o'clock, man. Oh my god. It was still a good, decent length of a session though. I gotta go to the bank. No. Not like this. Do I gotta pay more? I shouldn't have to pay more, do I? He said he did get it. Thank the Lord he did get it. So wait, I'll be in there. I'll be in there. What? Let's say 2 o'clock. Even though that'll be tight. But let's say 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock to 3:30. Well, no, hold on. I'll already be over there. Ah, damn it. Ah, that sucks. Well, I'll already be over there. So at least that's okay. At least that's a silver lining. You'll already be over there. So then it won't be taking too long to get there. So that's good because you have more time in case he needs to take more time. Hopefully I don't have to pay too much more because I already paid enough. Goddamn. Anyways. Gotta eat something, huh? Oh shoot! I should have said you're welcome. I should have said you're welcome. What the fuck? What? Bro, this thing is too sensitive to the inputs, bro. It has motion inputs, which is good. But it has motion input, right? Which is good. However, when you actually are manipulating it, it's too sensitive to shutting off. When you're actually moving it around, it's too sensitive to getting shut off with a motion control. That's the part that's like. Sheesh. Hey, yo. Why? Why is that on there?
Whispers of power.
Why is that on there? Like, explain that.
The teacher. The second. The learner.
I want to hear Luke Skywalker.
The Dark Lord revisited.
No.
The champion.
No.
Serenity.
No.
Idol.
No.
Hatred.
No. Hit that. You really wasting time on some bullshit. Why?
Dark Ages.
Dark Ages.
Cyber Terror.
Luke Skywalker?
Codex of
Luke
Light.
Skywalker?
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. He said Luke Skywalker. Bro, relax. Bro. my god, bro. Now you about to be late now. Now you're about to be late because you on some bullshit. Why? Oh, I didn't even look at my chat the whole time. I didn't look at my chat the whole time. What if someone was watching? What if someone was raiding? Trash. What if someone was watching? What if someone was trying to chat to me? What if someone was trying to raid and give me views and I didn't pay attention to any of that? Can I get my... Hello? Damn. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Party is over. See you next time. That'll be on the 3rd of next month. And it's lit.